explaining about the different Gitas in Hinduism in my last few videos. I explained about the different Gitas from Mahabharata, the different Gitas from Srimad Bhagavata, and in this video I would like to share with you the different Gitas from the other scriptures of Hinduism. The first is the Agastya Gita. It is from the Varaha Purana, and this Purana is the conversation between Varaha Murti, the avatar of Lord Vishnu, and the goddess of earth, that is Lourdes Dharani. To one of the questions by the earth goddess Dharani to the Varaha Murti, Lord Varaha Murti recites this Agastya Gita. This Agastya Gita was originally said by sage Agastya. It is about moksha, liberation, and how the Jivatma attains or merges with Paramatma through devotion and renunciation. So that is the Agastya Gita. The next is the Avadhuta Gita. Avadhuta means ever free. So Avadhuta Gita means a song of the ever free. Avadhuta Gita is the life experience and teachings of Avadhuta Dattatreya. It is also known as Vedanta Saga. It's an important work in Advaita Vedanta philosophy. It's about the core Advaita Vedanta philosophy, and it's an independent work and very important in Advaita Vedanta philosophy. The next is the Brahma Gita. It comes in the Brahma Purana, and it's a hymn praising Lord Shiva. After the death of Sati Devi, Daksha Prajapati meets Lord Shiva and chants this hymn, and that is Brahma Gita. After that, he receives blessings from Lord Shiva. And the next is the Devi Gita. Devi Gita is from the Devi Bhagavata Purana, which is also one among the 18 main Puranas. It tells about the Divine Mother, the goddess, the supreme power of goddess. The goddess or Shakti is Brahman itself. Devi Parvati, in a conversation with her father Himavan, she explains or she reveals her identity as a Brahman. She explains the creation, existence and dissolution also. So that is Devi Gita. The next is the Ganesha Gita. It comes in the Ganesha Purana. It has two skandhas, that is, one is the Upasana Kanta and the next is the Krida Kanta. And Ganesha Gita comes in the Krida Kanta. Lord Gajanana is an avatar of Lord Ganesha. And that is Gajanana's, his explanation about this creation to King Varenya is Ganesha Gita. The next is the Guru Gita. Guru Gita has 352 verses. It comes in the Skanda Purana. It's a very important Gita. And Guru Gita is about the importance of Guru. Devi Parvati asks or inquires about the importance of Guru to Lord Shiva, her consort. And Lord Shiva recites this Gita. Some of the verses of this Guru Gita is recited every day before the classes, before the commencement of the classes in Vedanta. So it's a very important Gita. The next is the Hanuman Gita. After winning the war over Ravana, Lord Ram and Devi Sita, they returned to Ayodhya. In Ayodhya, Lord Ram and Devi Sita, they reveal about their identity to Lord Hanuman. Lord Ram says that I am the Paramatma and Devi Sita is the Yogamaya. So the revelation about their identity is Hanuman Gita. The next is the Ishvara Gita. It comes in the Kurma Purana. Kurma Purana gives every details, minute details about the Kurma avatar. It's Lord Vishnu explaining to sage Narada. And this Gita gives all the details about the concept of Ishvara. It says that Ishvara is the omnipotent, omnipresent and omniscient being. The next is the Rama Gita. There are two Rama Gitas. One Rama Gita comes in the Uttara Vibhaga of Adhyatma Ramayana. Adhyatma Ramayana is a work, it's written by sage Vedavyasa. It's the version of Ramayana written by sage Vedavyasa. Here Lord Ram is depicted as a divine personality itself. And Rama Gita is the conversation between Lord Ram explaining the details about the Brahma Vidya to Lakshmana. To one of the questions by Devi Parvati about who is the Uttama Purusha on the earth, Lord Shiva says that it is Lord Ram and recites this Rama Gita. So the presenter of Rama Gita is Lord Shiva, but it was its original teaching of Lord Ram. Another Rama Gita comes in the Jnana Vasishta. It comes in the Jnana Vasishta Tattva Sarayana. It's the teaching of Lord Ram to Lord Hanuman. So there are two Rama Gitas. The next is the Ramana Gita. Ramana Gita is not a traditional Gita like taken from the epics or Puranas. It's an independent work. Ramana Maharshi lived in the 20th century in the town called Tiruvannamalai in the state of Tamil Nadu in India. He is a Brahmajnani. He always inquires about, his teaching is to inquire about the self. And one of his disciples, Sri Ganapati Muni, he records the answers given by Maharshi, the Maharshi Ramana Maharshi, and he brought it out as Ramana Gita. It's completely about self-inquiry. The students, the disciples, they asked many questions to Ramana Maharshi. 43 of the answers he selected, which was given by Ramana Maharshi, and he brought it out as Ramana Gita. So it's an independent work on self-inquiry. The next is the Ribhu Gita. It is from the Shiva Rahasya Purana, and it is an Upa Purana. It has 2000 verses. It's a conversation between sage Ribhu and sage Nidaka. It's about Brahma Vidya, and sage Nidaka, he is his disciple of sage Ribhu, and when he listens to this Gita, he listened to this Gita by his guru, and he immediately attained moksha, liberation. So that's a Ribhu Gita. It's a very important work based on Brahma Vidya. And the next is the Shiva Gita. It comes in the Padma Purana. During the period of exile, when Devi Sita was abducted by Ravana, Lord Ram was much in a dejected state of mind and he was wandering in the forest. At that time, sage Agastya, he met Lord Ram and advised Lord Ram to worship Lord Shiva. So according to that, Lord Ram, he worshipped Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva appeared in person and taught this Gita. Lord Shiva says that this entire creation is the manifestation of a primordial being, and that is none other than Lord Shiva. So the guru of this Shiva Gita is Lord Shiva, and the disciple is Lord Ram. So these are some of the Gitas from the rest of the scriptures, from the other scriptures other than Srimad Bhagavata and Mahabharata. In my next video, I will share with you some of the other Gitas from the other Puranas. For now, thank you for watching.